You gonna eat your cornbread.
Good evening, good morning, good evening, whenever. Anyway, I'd like to say welcome to my channel. Okay, this is how I make sausage gravy. Now what I've got in this is a pound of Jimmy Dean mild, hot, and a pound of Jimmy Dean sage, and about a pound and a half of sausage from GMC. Got it all mixed up there, trying to chop it up real fine. I will do this several times while I am cooking it. Once I get it cooked and everything, cut up as fine as I can get it, I'll take mine and I put it in a strainer. I try to get all the grease out I can get out. I've tried them other ways that some other people does, like with a paper towel and all that. You just don't seem to really get all the grease out of it. And anyway, I got to take the time to mix up the other part. So while I'm mixing the other ingredients and doing it, I let that drain. And what I do, I'm making a gallon. Is what this bag calls for. I bring 3 quarts of water to a boil. Boil. However you say it. Okay, while that's coming to a boil, I go ahead and mix up my gravy mix. Now this is the first time I've tried this mix, and I'm just trying it out. Someone gave me this bag. They get it from Sam's. It comes 3 bags to a box, and I'm trying this out. This makes a gallon. Now that little contraption you seen that was black, that's a speed controller. I've added it to my mixer because the newest type mixers, they don't go as slow as the real old ones back, the type that Mama had. But anyway, so that gets it slow enough to where I can do what I want to. Now, you're supposed to take and heat 3 quarts of water to a boil. You take your mix and mix it into a quart of cold water. And that's what I'm doing now. That slows the mixture down enough it don't sling it everywhere. I have about 2 or 3 mixers and I cannot find one that goes slow enough to do that. So I thought about, well, I'll just buy me a speed reducer. Now I'm going to add the mixed up into the, no, now I'm going to put, I'm sorry. Now I'm going to add the sausage to the boiling water and let it come back to a boil again. Now when you look at this, you're going to see very little grease on top of the water. Now I'm adding the cold mixed up into the hot. Now I will add a little bit more water to that because really what they call for, it would be too thick. Plus I want to rinse my bowl out a little bit. And I didn't say a while ago, but when I'm doing this water, I always pull it out of the hot water side. I try to get it, I want it before the water starts getting hot. It's got all the chemicals and the chlorine and all that cooked out of it with a hot water tank. You have to kind of just be the judge of how thick you want it. And you got to think about how much it's going to thicken up as it's cooling down. You'll see me add water to it several times. Not a whole bunch, but a little bit each time. And if you don't use this, I have used Pioneer brand. It's real good. It turns out real good. Most time when I make gravy like this, I make it in big batches. I don't make it by the pack. You'll see in a minute what I do with it, unless I'm making it for some kind of event or something other. Okay, now it's done cooled down, right smart. Now I'm gonna get it ready for freezing. Peanut butter jars. I use the Jeff peanut butter jars. No, I don't fill them all the way up. The amount I put in them would last me 2 times. I do some for Bobby. One of them would last her quite a few meals. She don't eat like I do. I don't get to really eat it that often, but when I do, I make up for when I haven't got to. And for those wondering, oh man, his arms is dirty. That's not dirt. People as old as me, they know what it is. In fact, if I wasn't taking steroids right now, it wouldn't. It'd be worse than that. when I go to freeze that, I don't know if I say that while I'm doing the video or not. When I go to freeze that, I let it cool down, let it sit down and cool off. Then I put it in the refrigerator. Put it in the refrigerator, get it refrigerator temperature. I take and loosen the lids and set them in the freezer and let them freeze, and then I tighten the lids back up. And then when I want some gravy, or when someone else wants some gravy, it's ready. And that's left in the pot when I get through doing this, it does not go to waste, believe me. My little buddy did not show up in the kitchen today. Didn't have nothing for him to do.
The rest I'm going to eat. Now I'll let that cool down and put it in the refrigerator, let it get cold, and I'll put it in the freezer with the lids loose, freeze it, tighten the lids, and get ready for some gravy. Just pull it out, thaw it out, and there you go. I'm not going to say it's good. I'm not going to say it's bad. I'll let you try it and make a judge of that. Because you know everybody's always going to say their own cooking's good. You don't know until you try it yourself. All right, y'all have a good day now. Y'all take care. Have a great one. And as always, God bless.